All right, so welcome to the live reading for 2021. The signs Leo through Scorpio. This is part 3 for you. Of course, IG, we go with the flow. So this is how we're going to roll. All right, so of course, I've already explained what the main themes are. Of course, it definitely deals with Saturn square Uranus. That's what I look at with astrology. Of course, any other things that are pertaining to the sign I'm doing. I'm going to pull 4 cards for each sign. That's what I've been doing. So we're going to continue with the flow. We're going to go ahead and start with Leos for the year 2021. Okay, so this is for Leo Sun, Leo Moons, and Leo Risings. Okay, let's go ahead and get to it. Okay, so Leos. Eventful year. Okay, just want to give y'all a heads up. Leos is going to be pretty eventful. A lot of things are going to shift because we have a lot of fixed energy next year, but it's disruptive fixed energy. Okay, it's not just, Jupiter or, or just the basic personal planets or retrograde in your sign or some. No, it's actually like we got some major energies. Okay, major energies that are going to disrupt and shift things. Now, this card came up. We're just going to go with it. Liberation upright. Liberation upright is one of the cards. Okay. Let's just start off with this. What you eat is what you are. Okay, that's 1. Okay, what you eat is what you are. 2, how have you been taking care of your temple is going to reflect into next year. So whatever, if you've been taking care of your temple in 2020, it's going to reflect into the people that you're going to attract next year. Mirror society is going to really hit Leos, I think, the most out of all the signs. Okay, the mirror society. And you're going to attract what you are. Okay, so if you've been constantly working on yourself, you've been working out, you've been doing meditation, you've been doing your shadow work, you've been getting aligned, you've been changing up your eating habits, you've been constantly working on yourself, then that's what you're going to attract. You're going to attract that next year. Okay, you're going to attract that. Now let's play the other side of the coin. If you've been on some bullshit, you've been eating like crap, okay? You haven't been working out, you've been lazy this year, or you've been, slacking off, with work, okay? You haven't been, you haven't really been working on yourself like that. You just been doing everything under the sun since you are ruled by the sun. And you on some petty shit, because I know some of y'all Leos be on some petty shit, okay? And you're inviting a lot of drama into your life, whether you know it or not, because some of y'all be attracting that drama to you. I'm sorry, I'm just gonna keep it 100. Some of you have been attracting that energy to you because you invite it in. So, or invite that energy into your life, then that's what you're going to be dealing with next year. Okay, that's what you're going to be dealing with. You're going to attract drama next year. If you're not aligned, Uranus is going to shake shit up. Okay, Uranus is in Taurus. It's in the area of life which deals with your destiny, your role in society. Okay, your public image, and what you do for the society. So all of that is coming into play now, Leos. Okay, a lot of that's coming into play. So if you've been on, that type time where you just been, playing around, not taking shit seriously, you're going to attract that type of energy next year. Leos, it's going to be very important next year for you, because I feel like the spotlight is going to be on y'all. Okay, I'm a Leo rising, so this includes me as well. Okay, so the spotlight is going to be on us. It's important for us to express our hearts. Leo rules the heart. It's going to be very important to express who you are and stand up for who you are. It's going to be very important to show and shine your light amongst the collective. It's going to be very important. And do it with confidence. Stand in conviction, okay? Be yourself. Don't be afraid to spread love. Don't be afraid to not be to be yourself, okay? Don't be afraid of anything that's trying to dim that light. Okay, because you all are the source. Okay, yes, we're in the age of Aquarius, but Leos come first in the zodiac wheel. Okay, in order for us in the age of Aquarius to radiate our vibration and be our individual selves, we have to plug in source. Leos, you are source. What type? No matter where you're at vibrationally, okay, Leos, no matter where you're at, you're going to face opposition next year. I want to give y'all a heads up. The dark is going to be coming after Leos the most next year. The most. We already have Jupiter in Aquarius. I don't know if y'all woke, because I woke up feeling like, oh shit, it is on and popping now. Leos, it is on and popping. I don't know, some of y'all Leos who are watching this right now, or you come across this video later, like, I'm feeling like, oh shit, it's time. It's time to be the king and king that you are. Because we ain't allowing them to steal our crowns. Dark energy is going to be really here trying to stop the love. We already see that, Leos. Okay, we feel the cold energy. Jupiter's in Aquarius now. Okay, we're out of the Capricorn energies. We're out of it. I mean, Pluto's in Capricorn still, but we're out of the Capricorn energies now. It's Aquarius time. But the thing is, there's already now, you have two major planets opposing your sign. Two major planets. And then you have another major planet squaring your sign. So it's like the stop sign, that's what it is, stop sign, okay? So Uranus and Taurus, you're right here, Leos, okay? It's a stop sign right now. There's squares going on. There's tension on Leos to express yourself. That's the only way you're going to be able to liberate yourself. Liberation, upright, liberation. Okay? It's forcing you, because that's your destiny. That's your role is going to be in society to express yourself, right? Now we're adding the Aquarius, actually coming down because Aquarius. Now we're adding Aquarius to the equation. Okay, now you got 3 cars at the stop sign. That's what's going on right now for Leos. Okay, you're right here trying to go forward. Taurus is right here, already been there. And then now you got Aquarius adding into the equation. And then a couple days in the month, you're going to have the moon in Scorpio making a full cross. And your heart is going to be tested. And there's energies out there that's trying to steal your heart, trying to steal your identity away, and trying to steal who you are. As long as you're aligned with your path, as long as you are aligned with your path, your destiny, you took the courage to step forward into that. Trust and believe, yes, you'll have opposition. You'll have people hating on you. You'll have, people attacking you from left to right. But as long as you stand in conviction, doesn't matter if there's 5 million people against you. Okay, doesn't matter if there's 5 million, 6 billion, doesn't matter. God's going to protect you. You will come out on the next level by the end of the year. Seriously. Because one thing, they can't stop the light. Okay? So I just want to give you that encouragement to be yourself. Don't allow the world to tell you how you should be. That's going to be your main challenge, Leos. The main challenge of this year, 2021, is going to be people are going to tell you how you should be and how you should express yourself. The moment you give into that, you done lost yourself. And Uranus is going to start shaking shit up. And then there's going to be disruption. So Leos, that's going to be the main challenge. Now, love is going to be actually when we have opposition, okay? It all depends where your Venus is too. I have to be honest. It depends where your Venus. If you got Venus in Leo, love might be a little shaky. I ain't gonna lie. But if your Venus is somewhere else, and if it's in one of the other two signs, then, or because some of y'all Leos have Venus in Libra, it just depends. Then that it'd be a different story. Like you will definitely you can, if you're single, you'll definitely meet your match next year. Okay. But if you got Venus and Leo, on the other hand, ooh-wee. Okay, ooh-wee. Hey, Livette. So love is going to, if you got Venus and Leo. But if you got Venus in a different sign, you might meet your match. I think love for Leos is going to be pretty good for the most part, as long as you're open next year. Because this year was a horrible year for the single Leos. I ain't gonna lie. Horrible year for single Leos. I called it. I said, if you're in a relationship, you're probably gonna stay in that relationship. If you're single, you're most likely going to be single. I'm doing well, Livette. Thank you. So next year for y'all single Leos, I definitely see a change of status. Okay, on the relationship end. Okay, I definitely see that. Unless you have a Venus and a fixed energy, that's a little different. What else? Oh, next year too. Yes, Leos. Next year, I feel like you have an opportunity, because I feel like quite a few, I have to say a lot of Leos took a financial hit this year. I have to be honest. Good question. Do we have time to change to do we have time to change to attract better? Yes, there's always time. There's always time. Always. There's always time. No matter, you know, if you hear people say you're out of time, you're out of time. No, there's always time. It's never too late. Always remember that. It's never too late. Okay? Never too late. Money-wise, let's get back to that. So a lot of Leos, I felt like, took a financial hit this year. At rock bottom. Maybe it's a few Leos out there, but to be honest, I don't think that was a common thing, but it was common that you did take a decline, okay, in the financial sector. Next year is going to be a better year, especially when Jupiter enters Pisces. Okay, I feel like that's going to be the time where you're going to, okay, that's what I'm picking up on. But it's going to be a better year in terms of the finances, as long as you are on track. Okay, as long as you're aligned with your path. If you're not, it's going to, Uranus is going to continue to disrupt things, especially if you're still working a job you don't like. For you Leos out there, because there's quite a few of y'all who's still working a job you don't like, that your heart doesn't sit well with, and you still haven't had the courage to leave. So I really want to put that out there for Leos. And this whole, the theme of 2020 for Leos, to be honest, with all that Capricorn energy, was to change up your job. I'm gonna keep it 100. It was you changing up your job if you're still working a job that you didn't like. If you didn't leave your job yet, I'm gonna give you a heads up. Do it as soon as possible. It's time to do it while Mars is in Aries still. You have a couple weeks. That I'm gonna say you're gonna be out of time with that. That I would say you don't have that much time left with that. Okay. Because if you still working that same job you don't like in 2021, oh, you already know. I'm gonna let you know they gonna take your heart away. Sorry, keeping it 100. Anything else, Leos? Let me see. Anything else I can pick up? But like I said, I see a lot of you becoming leaders next year. Okay, I really do. I see a lot of you because I felt like a lot of you had to take a step back this year because, like I said, a lot of you had to change up your jobs. Financial situation started to change. You know, some of y'all were, I told y'all to don't worry about looking for love, but y'all still were trying to look for love. This is the year to focus on you and focus on your situation. Okay? Anything pertaining to health, health will be better next year compared to this year. But like I said, it all depends on how you carried yourself this year and how that's going to roll into next year. Okay. It's never too late to get into a new program. Okay. It's never too late. So health wise, I think it's just going to all depend on how you've been taking care of yourself this year. And, you know, to be honest, some of us, to be honest, even myself, I'm like, I had to take better care of my teeth this year. Let's keep it 100. I had to take better care of my teeth because that was one of the main things I felt like Leos had a difficult time with, whether you see it or not. Some of us had to go to the dentist. Okay, this has been a popular card. Altruism upright. I mean, excuse me, in the reverse. Altruism in the reverse. Altruism in the reverse. Excuse me. Ooh, the harvest. Upright. The harvest. And lovers in the reverse. Lovers in the reverse. Okay. So let's start off with this. Let's start off with liberation upright. Leos. Liberation upright. Like I said, if you haven't left your job, do it while Mars is in Aries. Mars leaves Aries on January 7th. Yeah, January 7th. That will give you the courage and the boost to do what you got to do. Okay, do it while Mars is in harmony with your sign. Okay, fire, fire, boom. And Mars has been nightly making aspects to your sign since August. No, July. Excuse me, since July. What y'all waiting for? Those of you who still working them 9-to-5 jobs, what you waiting on? I understand some people's circumstances. I understand. Don't get me wrong. I understand. This is the time to take the leap of faith. Okay, Jupiter's in a better sign now. Jupiter's in Aquarius now. So what you waiting on? What you waiting on? Are you waiting for them to make something a requirement? I'm not gonna say what it is because I don't want them shutting down my live. That could potentially affect your health. What you waiting on? Because don't you want to harvest good health next year for some of you Leos who still don't have the courage? or maybe you have pride issues with it. Because I can see some of y'all Leos being like, well, I worked so hard to get this position. I did this is not in the third. You know, because I know some of y'all Leos take pride in your titles. Okay. You took pride in the title in 2020 because you worked so hard in the old paradigm. Are we still in the old paradigm? Are we still there? Jupiter's in Aquarius now. We ain't in the old paradigm no more. Title don't mean shit now. Liberation upright. Your title don't mean shit. Uranus is in that area of life. It don't mean shit. So you got until you got until beginning of January, and then it's gonna be hard. I'm just gonna let you know. Then it's gonna be a conflict. We're gonna move on now. Let's do lovers in the reverse, because I want to talk about love real quick for everyone. This is for all across the board, but let's talk with the Leos who decided to have who I'm gonna keep it 100. Most of y'all are into pretty much by the middle of the year. I don't foresee that going. I told y'all that 2020. If you began it in 2020, especially between the time frame of April till November, for sure. Hope you enjoyed your time with that partner. I hope you enjoyed your time. I hope you enjoyed the bonding. I hope you enjoyed that. But it's time to really be open to new lovers, okay? For those of you Leos who, began a relationship in 2020, okay? This was not a good relationship year for y'all. It was just not that vibe, okay? Next year is a better year, but like I said, if you are already in a relationship, you're gonna stay in that relationship. If you're single, you're most likely gonna stay single. And if you decide to try to force it, well, okay. But I feel like overall, though, it's gonna be a better year with love. But the only thing is now you gotta really, Leos, definitely love in relationships. Leave that all behind, okay? Lovers in the reverse, because South Node in your 5th house, you just had a solar eclipse there, okay? You just had a solar eclipse, when it comes to love in that area. I just feel like, to be honest, like it's time to let go of any past hurts, okay? It's time to let go of any, shattered pieces of your heart. It's time to let go of all of that. That does not matter rolling into the new paradigm. That's dead weight. Okay, so you want to harvest. If you want new love in your life, especially those of you who are single, let that shit go so you can harvest new love. Okay, so you can harvest new love. And I feel like this goes in the same way as for relationships. In order to continue for your relationship to continue to grow and things of that nature, some of y'all might have to start a clean slate, not break up, but just a clean slate. Just be like, hey, let's just let that all go. It doesn't matter at this point. It doesn't matter. We'll work through it. It just doesn't matter at this point. Okay? That's just how your love is going to be able to blossom into 2021 for the current relationships. I do foresee a lot more love. I can see some of y'all upgrade these relationships. Some of you, I can see, quite a few things with love occurring for Leos. But just make sure you're open to expressing love in a different way, because the old way of doing love is not going to work, okay? Leos, lovers in the reverse. Some of you are going to have to be a little bit more open, okay? Some of you might have to change the way the relationship works. Some of you might have to, some of you might end up, I can see some of y'all for sure, some of y'all might have babies. I'm not sure. This might be that year too, the creation. The new paradigm, welcoming, new era of people. So just saying. But I really do feel like Leos are attracting, people who are going to be here to assist you. Altruism in the reverse. Okay. If you're a lot more open, because if you're closed-hearted, that energy is not going to see it. Okay. Remember that. The fourth dimension, in order for you to ascend to the fourth dimension to the fifth dimension, okay, in terms of your energy frequency, you have to have an open heart. Open that heart up so it can lead to your throat chakra so that you can manifest that energy right back to you. Okay? Watch your tongue. Okay? Watch your tongue next year. Okay? Manifest some shit. So be careful with what you're saying to yourself. Okay? Make sure you're doing good talks with yourself. Don't be talking the worst case scenario in the air, because guess what? That's going to manifest the worst case scenario. So it's best for you to talk to yourself in the most uplifting love. Okay. Hey, Katie. Okay. Then you'll attract altruistic support. Okay. Especially once Jupiter gets into Pisces. Use altruistic support. So I really do feel that next year is whatever, Leos, the wheel is in your hands. Okay, you're in the car, you're driving this next year. Okay, this 2020, you have to give God the wheel. Okay, some of y'all literally have to give God the wheel, but this year I think God's gonna give the wheel back to you, and it's up to you which direction you want to steer. That's deep. Because the harvest upright, you have next year. It's up to you which direction you want to drive and where your destination is going to be. I like that. Support. I do feel like a lot of you are going to really change your court, Gemini, in the spring. Okay. In the spring, I feel like a lot of y'all about to change your goal that you surround yourself with. I feel like that really showed you, because I know it showed me. That Venus retrograde really showed me. I feel like y'all are going to find your court. Okay. That's the last thing I want to say for Leos. Like, I think you will find your court of people next year. And like I said, it all depends on where you steer your wheel. So, all right, so this is a 2021 reading for Virgos. All right, let's do the Virgos. So this reading is for Virgo Sun, Virgo Moons, and Virgo Risings. You're very welcome, Mike the Wind. You're very welcome. Very welcome. Okay, Virgos. Let's get to your reading. Next year is going to be interesting. It's going to be an interesting year for Virgos. It's not going to be like 2020 for sure either. Not for y'all. No. It's going to be an interesting year because that Pisces energy is going to really amplify next year in some ways. And it's going to create, of course, like the mutable crosses with the ecliptic nodal axis and stuff like that. I feel like Virgos next year, a lot's going to change with your work. Okay, I think especially if you're in the business, I feel like you're going to get overwhelmed with work. Virgos, I'm picturing a lot, especially if you're Yeah, and healing business, or you do like fitness or wellness or anything of that nature, I have a feeling you're going to be overwhelmed. I think next year you're going to have to done so. I'm really picking up that vibe because Virgos are the helpers of the zodiac. And I feel like Virgos, sometimes you extend your hand too much and you're going to really see it next year. I feel like you're going to extend your hand too much and it's going to burn you out. I think next year could be a potential pace yourself when it comes to work. Okay, I really do feel that way. I don't think it matters with what you do, but I feel like it could be a burnout kind of year. That's what I'm picking up. Just like what I'm spiritually pulling is, I can see a bunch of Virgos in 2021 burning themselves out. Also, I feel like Virgos, you're going to really have to focus on your health a lot more next year. You're going to be more prone to weight gain if you're not paying attention to what you're eating. But also, on the flip side, a lot of things are going to snap very quick for you if you do. Especially if you've been working out, doing, the spiritual fitness, wellness. You got your own like program going. Like if you really switch up your program too, like you're gonna see the results. Because I have to say, as a Leo, for any Leos that decide to switch up their programs or did their programs, they snatched real quick because that energy was in that area of life. So now it's transitioning into your life Virgos, okay, when it comes to the physical health. So, and I feel like more Virgos are going to be more on it, to be honest. I ain't gonna lie, I love y'all Leos, but look, some of y'all are lazy. So, Virgos will do it. I already know Virgos will get into it. They will. I don't see a lot, like, I feel like Virgos are going to really see the benefits from the health if they really take the holistic approach. Okay. Surprisingly, even if some of them Virgos who are going to go that route, you already know, some of them are going to go in that route too. I have feeling they're going to survive that route too. I don't know how they're going to get through it. I'm not suggesting you go that route, but hey, do you, boo. But the holistic approach is going to really benefit Virgos. Okay. Really benefit Virgos next year. But like I said, it's going to be important for you to balance out your work life and making sure you're getting your proper rest. That's going to be one of the main themes for y'all next year, is making sure you get your proper rest and making sure you're not overwhelming yourself in your schedule. Very busy people. Also, what I'm picking up too, a lot of relationship stuff is going to come up in the summer. Okay, you're going to really start seeing a lot more. It's going to be very interesting because it depends on your relationship. Or if you're single, like I feel like you're going to meet your match too in some ways. But is still opposing your sign. It may get some of you, you're going to have to be careful with those energies, people, because some of them, even if you're going to have to really third eye, really third eye these bitches, because some of these people, they're going to try it. They are going to try it. Okay, try to utilize your energy, try to be vampires. Okay, vampire energy is not going away, unfortunately, Virgos next year. It's going to consistently increase as the years go by. So you're going to have to, that's what I think a wellness, a holistic approach is going to help you really really be like a superhuman when it comes to spotting the fakes, okay, discriminating. Okay, y'all good at discriminating, but this Neptune energy has been kind of like, kind of throwing shit off because the Neptune energy is trying to master that. So I mean, the opposing energy, the deception, trying to master it. Okay, you might have to clap a bitch next year. I'm just saying, you might have to. You might have to, just saying, Virgos. Just be careful with that energy now. Okay. Because you know, everybody, I guarantee you by the summertime, everybody gonna be out and about. Okay. We're just gonna say that. What else? I would say this. The last thing I want to say for Virgos is just be open to continuously being open to all different kinds of people. That's going to really help you out with your business work. And like I said, like I think it's going to be very important for Virgos to because you're gonna be attracting all kinds of fun. Like I said, you've been on it with your work and your business, especially if it's in the fitness, wellness, spiritual healing. I feel like next year is going to really pick up on that because there's going to a lot of people going to need some healing. Let's just keep it real. And I just be open to that. But like I say, you're going to need some support. So I can see some of y'all forming a team. I think that's going to be very important. You know, with your work, form a team. You know, I think that's going to really help. You know, divvy out. You know, some of the work. So I'm just, you know, just keep it at 100. Okay, let's go ahead and pull some cards. Okay, first card for 2021 for Virgos. Okay, accountability upright. Accountability upright. Ooh, miracles upright. Ooh, miracles upright. Okay, deception, the reverse. Deception, the reverse. And the darkest hour upright. The darkest hour upright. Interesting. Interesting pull. Okay, so let's start off with accountability upright. Let's start off with accountability upright. Okay, like I said, you're going to be holding yourself accountable next year a lot. Like I said, when it comes to your own routine. Okay, I feel like some of you Virgos, I feel are going to get so busy that you're not going to be, sometimes you're going to sacrifice taking care of yourself. Okay. Some of you, I can see, you know, sacrifice that. And you got to make sure in your schedule, you are putting yourself in the schedule as well. Okay. I really do feel that way. Like, I think next year, I can see some of y'all sacrificing your, you know, taking care of yourself and, you know, you want to help so many people, or some of you want to make money and stuff like that. I get that. But at the same time, you can't forget about you. Okay. The universe is going to hold accountable about that next year. Okay. Mental health is going to be kind of important next year too for Virgos. Okay. Especially with deception in the reverse. Okay. Mental health is going to be important because your ruling sign is going to retrograde in Gemini. It's going to, of course, it retrogrades 3 times a year, typically, obviously. But when it retrogrades in Gemini, okay, that one, I think that's going to occur in May. If I'm not mistaken, it's like May, early June. When that occurs, no, actually it's gonna be no, it's gonna be the first 3 weeks. It's gonna be in June. Yeah, it's gonna be in June. When your ruling planet goes into retrograde and then it's going to square Neptune, this is where I feel like y'all gonna slip up. July, I'm gonna say this, May through July is gonna be the toughest period for Virgos because that retrograde, okay, there's going to be a solar eclipse there. Okay, we can't forget about the eclipses. It's still going to be in Gemini Sag. you're like in the you're in the crossfire of that. And then B, we got the Mercury retrograde. Jupiter is going to begin to oppose your sign, and you get that lunar eclipse in Sag in May. So yes, there's I would say this. Mental health is going to be very important in that period because you're going to get tested a lot. Okay, you're going to get tested a lot. Like I said, you might be easy to fall into certain things with deception in the reverse. Deception in the reverse. Okay, especially when it comes to people and their motives. Okay, be very, that's what I said. It's going to be very important to take care of your mental health. It's going to be very important to take care of your body, your temple. Of course, some of y'all do rituals or I think baths is going to be very important next year for you, like spiritual baths, Virgos. Very, very important next year. Relaxing your body is going to be very important. Figure out new ways of doing that as well. It's going to be very important because that's going to help you discern. It's going to help you be clear. It's going to help you be light as a feather so that when you're approached or you're dealing with these issues next year of people trying to like you too on the approach to come up, you already know what's going on. Okay, what happens usually before a break? There's always something trying to disrupt it. Okay, and like I said, I have a feeling it's going to be people. It's going to be people. So it's going to be very important who you surround yourself with. Check everyone's motives. Okay, it's just you already know. Sometimes the nicest person might actually be the deadliest person. Okay, so don't fall for the kindness, of some people, because we can't forget kindness can kill. So I think that's going to be your biggest challenge throughout, especially in the summer, is that it's going to be people and their motives. Because I feel like there's going to be desperate people. There's going to be people who are trying to, disrupt your energy. Some of y'all are probably going to have enemies because we're dealing with Neptune, these enemies, trying to do, because some of y'all might have some friends who know how to do some voodoo and shit. Make sure you know how to do it right back and catch them in a jar. Okay, catch their ass in the jar and put it up. Okay. Some of y'all might have to do some shit. I'm just saying. Next year, some of y'all might have to do some voodoo, catch some motherfuckers in a jar, and throw it in the garbage, and leave that bitch closed too. Don't allow them to escape that jar. And take that trash out. Okay, take that trash out so you don't ever have to deal with that energy ever again. But one of the other things I do want to say, though, I feel like Virgos, like I said, with your healing work, I feel like y'all going to produce a lot of miracles. Okay, I really do feel like a lot of Virgos, you're going to produce a lot of miracles, and just like I feel like even if some of you, go to the darkest hour with certain things, I feel like Spirit is watching over you. So I feel like miracles are going to be around you. And some of y'all are going to produce miracles. And some of you are going to produce miracles for others. I really do foresee that taking place too. And those of you who do produce miracles for other people, it's going to come back in return. Okay? I really do foresee that a lot next year too. But yeah, just start catching in jars. I mean, some people gonna be sending their in for you. I really do pick up on that. And like I said, some of y'all might have to, some of you might have to slap a bitch like Rick James. I mean, it might have to take place. Whether that's vibrationally, whether that's, I hope not locally. But you know, if you gotta do it physically, do the backhand. So I'm not promoting any physical violence. Okay, no, we're not doing that. Okay, but I'm just saying some of y'all, and yeah, some of y'all are gonna have to pull up motherfuckers. Okay, I'm just saying some of y'all Virgos might have to pull up. So, but I mean, that's pretty much it. You know, that's why I'm picking up for 2021. Yeah, there's gonna be some confrontation, but you know, like I said, as long as you are focused on you and you're helping others, like spirit, like it's gonna be a busy year. It's gonna be a busy year for y'all. Okay, it's gonna be a busy year. Just don't, and like I said, make sure you're doing the work that you love too, because you're gonna be working like a slave if you're working for a corporation. I gotta say about that. All right, so we're gonna move on to Libras. Let's get to the Libra reading. All right, so this is a 2021 reading for Libra Sun, Libra Moons, Libra Risings. Okay, let's get to Libras. Let's get to it. Whew, Libras. Ooh, Libras. What a year. What a fucking not y'all battle. Okay. Now y'all into the battle. 2021, now okay. That's why I feel like Libras, you had no. Y'all ain't ready for this year. I was like, no. Mm-mm. Unless you had some other shit going on, unless you had a lot of Aries in your chart or something. But I was like, no, this ain't no, bitch, no. Because y'all were getting, and if there's a Scorpio up in this bitch, you know, you watching a Libra reading, I think you might want to pay attention. I hope you paid attention to Libras this year, because we gonna get to y'all reading. But Libras, it's gonna be, for the most part, it's gonna be a better year, a way better year, 2021. So saying the connection is unstable on YouTube. Okay. 2021 is going to be a way better year, a way lighter year for most of you. Because y'all, that solar returns. The astrology in y'all season, ooh-wee. It all depends on your solar return. That's one. We're going to say that's the major one, okay, the solar return. But two, energies are going to be more willing to work with you, okay, Libras? I feel like things are going to flow way better, because now you have Aquarius energies, and then we still got North Node and Gemini, okay? Even with the Gemini energies that are going to come in, you know, in that season, like you're going to have so much flow, okay? There's going to be so much flow and harmony in your energy. And I really do feel like a lot of Libras, your charm is going to really come out next year. I feel like Libras, the shit that you weren't able to do this year, you're going to be able to do in 2020. Okay. So, like, let's just say, you know, you weren't able to, you know, land a job. Same thing when it comes to love. You know, maybe love didn't work out very well this past year. You know, you had hiccups and you had to break up, whatever the case may be. Like I said, next year, you have a better outlook when it comes to that. Same thing if you're in a relationship. You know, I feel like there's better, if you're a good diplomat throughout 2020, even though it exhausts the fuck out of you, as long as you know, continue on that trend to, you know, work it out, see it through, it's going to be a way better year for you when it comes to your relationship. Shit, you might be able to put a ring on it. Challenges though, I'm gonna say this: one of the challenges for Libras is definitely going to be the physical health aspect, because it doesn't all matter, because Libras rules the kidneys. Okay, Libras rules the kidneys, and I feel like I can see some Libras be overindulgent because everything's flowing well. Everything's doing what, like, you're making money now. You're getting your life on. Oh, you found love. Y'all going on. You're getting creative with your dates. And all that. You're living that luxury style of love. And food and just you know how love goes. But don't forget about that love weight, or that relationship weight. Okay? Too much of a good thing. We already know. Where does that lead? Okay, Libras, where does that lead? And your kidneys will be out of balance, be out of whack. Okay, Neptune, and then Jupiter is going to be there for a little bit in your health area too. Just saying, too much of a good thing. So, moderate a bit. Okay, a little bit of moderation every now and then. Let's just keep it real. Home life is going to be way better, Libras. I think the rumbles at home will get better. You might not have that many rumbles with the roommates, because I had seen a lot of Libras between them and Sagittarius. They had the most roommate issues this year. But Libra, sure, you have roommate issues. A lot of y'all had to break leases and move and shit. It will get better. Trust and believe that. I would just say this when it comes to love. When it comes to love, Libras, something's telling me move too quick. Okay, not tell you how to live your relationship life out, because those standards are done, but don't move too quick. Okay, the reason why I say that is because your ruling planet, by the end of the year, Venus will retrograde. And you will see if you moved way too damn quick. You will see. You will see that result. Okay, first card for Libras. Okay, mastery in the reverse. Okay, mastery in the... Oh, exaltation, upright. Exaltation, reverse. The goat in the reverse. Kind of get a feeling where this is leading to. I'm getting the feeling, and just in terms of why these cards are coming up. And execution upright. Okay. Execution upright. Okay, Libras. Okay, so 2020 lessons. That's why I said solar return. Like I said, don't think since 2020 is done that, oh shit, I ain't gotta worry about them lessons. I ain't gotta worry shit about 2020 anymore. All that Capricorn energy is done. I'm done. I've been dealing with that energy for the past 2 years. Woo, now is a breath of fresh air. Yes, and somewhat no. Because that solar return that you had, it depends on that solar return you had this year. Because that shit, especially the October babies, ooh, that astrology was bananas. Okay? That astrology, I'm sorry, from October 1st, all of October. We just gonna say that. All of October. Mastery in the reverse, okay? Mastery in the reverse. Don't forget what you're trying to master here, okay? That Capricorn energy was putting you on path to what you're trying to master, okay? Yes, now Saturn and Jupiter is out of Capricorn. Sweet. Okay, I know y'all feeling way better today, or most of y'all, but I do feel like a lot of Libras are probably feeling a little way lighter. Like, whoo, why does it feel like the weight is off my shoulders today? Yeah, because they done moved out. They done moved out Capricorn. But the thing is this, like I said, don't forget your lessons of 2020. Okay, 2020 was all about self-mastery. Don't forget your lessons. Okay, don't forget what you're trying to achieve. The goat in the reverse. The goat is always still climbing the mountain. Okay, I feel like this is what I'm picking up. Okay, this is what I'm picking up. This is what I'm picking up. I feel like a lot of y'all are going to get in love. Okay, you're going to execute love. Okay, a lot of y'all are going to execute love. This is what I'm picking up for Libras. Okay, a lot of you, you're feeling the energy of love. That's what I said. I see a lot of y'all getting booed up next year. Okay, I really do foresee a lot of that going on. You know, you're going to feel like, you know, you're on vacation, right? A lot of you are going to feel like you're on vacation because now you're living the life that you wanted, even if the world is burning down or whatever the fuck is going on in the world. Y'all, most of y'all are going to be chilling. Okay, most of y'all probably going to be chilling. I have to be honest, because y'all were like, well, they didn't invite me into the battles in 2020. They didn't, you know, each time I tried to help, you know, I got shot down. You know, each time I tried to, help a bitch, y'all shot me. I got shot. That's why I feel like Libras was just in the crossfires. They were just, you know, running, ducking, you know, and people just shooting and shit, and just like you know, their landlords were like, pim, 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 and you know, and then you had like, and then you had, you know, their partners, pim, 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 and then you know, their family members, pim, 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 just like Libras do. Okay, that's what I picked up. Like Libras was like, why me? But like I said, it was teaching you a lot of that energy was not right for you. Okay, that was the whole thing. 2020, no, get away from all that. You know, compartmentalize. You know, deal with each situation one at a time, and move. And, you know, try to work through it. And if you gotta move. If you gotta detach from family members, detach from them. If you gotta break up the relationship, break up. If you got to break up the partnership with the business, break up the partnership with the business. That's what all 2020 was about. It was like set your ass free. Okay, that was 2020. Set your ass free was the thing. But now, you know, you done went through all that crazy shit. You know, I'm getting it in, you know, stuff like that. We going on dates, or your current relationship is going really well now. You're like, ooh, we upgraded, that and the third. You know, we done got a new house. We got some land. Some of y'all can get some land because some of y'all landed a suitor. So shoot, some of y'all I can see get a sugar daddy or a sugar mama. Just saying, y'all might, you know, get some land. You know, maybe not a meal yet. Maybe not a meal yet. You know, you still got work. You got to work towards there. You know, self mastery in the reverse. You know, you got to work towards it. But you know, you get where I'm going with. You know, you're gonna feel like, you know, everything's going well, and this is not in the third. Okay, but you forget your purpose. One, you're forgetting your purpose. You're getting distracted. You're getting so self-absorbed, losing yourself. Okay. Now you're forgetting your mission. You're forgetting your purpose. Okay. You'll know if you're with the right person if they're constantly trying to get you to focus on your shit. Self-mastery in the reverse. Okay. This is not going on. You know, we're trying to accomplish something here, but you got to put it in the work. If you're, I'm gonna say this: if your relationship or who you're dating is not challenging you in 2021, if they're not challenging you, execute stage left, exit stage left, execute it, and goodbye. It's gonna be easy to get too comfortable, Libras. I know how y'all love. I know how y'all love. If they're not challenging you, in a way where you're still focusing on your shit, you're gonna see by the end of the year. Okay, when Venus goes retrograde in Capricorn. See, that Capricorn energy ain't done. See, don't let 2021 fool your ass. Okay, when you're feeling like you're on vacation and shit. Okay, don't get it twisted. 2021 is full of wild cards. Okay, don't get it twisted. If that relationship is not challenging you, boom, that universe is gonna say, because you done what you forget, self-mastery. Self-mastery. You forgot the lessons of 2020. Don't fuck it up. The universe is gonna give you a break, but the universe is gonna be like watching you in the background. All right, let's see what they do. Let's see what I taught them. Let's see what they doing. What they doing. God damn it. We're gonna have to intervene. The same Libras, I feel like it's gonna be a very good year, but like I said, don't fuck it up. Don't remember what 2020 has taught you. Okay, that is my guidance for you. Okay, it's gonna be a beautiful year next year. You're gonna get a break. Okay, you forget about yourself. Okay, don't forget about your physical health. Don't forget about your kidneys. Okay, because you are the scales. Don't forget that. That's the kidneys is the scales. And don't forget what you learned in 2020. All right, we're moving on to the last sign, Scorpios. And the most intense sign. So this 21 reading is for Scorpio suns, Scorpio moons, and Scorpio risings. Ooh. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be a one hell of interesting year for Scorpios. Okay. I hope you had a Libra friend. Okay. Or if you're dating and they've been going through it, hope you were paying attention. I hope you were taking notes. Scorpios, I hope you were taking notes. Because now this year, Scorpios, you're going to be in the crossfires. Let me break it down for you. We're going to set the cards to the side. This year, relationships. Scorpios, though, because Scorpios, because okay, Libras is different energy. Okay, they don't like confrontation. They don't, ducking and dodging and whatever. Scorpios, on the other hand, they don't duck and dodge. So I ain't gonna lie. They don't duck and dodge. I'm gonna give y'all that. I'll give y'all that. But you're gonna have. It's not gonna be as intense as Libras, though. Okay, it's not gonna be as intense as Libras. But I'm just gonna say this: family and relationships, I don't think they're gonna mesh very well next year. Like, let's just say, for example, like it's like I feel like a lot of Scorpios, I feel like it's either you're gonna choose your relationship, or your family. Because I feel like I can see a tension between the two. See, like, for example, some of you, who might be in a relationship, okay, or married, or whatever the case may be. I can see where all of a sudden, your niche doesn't get along with that niche all of a sudden. Okay, I can see some tension there. Okay, I can see, you know, where the two ain't aligning, where the universe, it feels like the universe is telling you to choose one or the other. I feel like that's a big theme, especially with Saturn square Uranus. It is like, it's like what you got here versus there. Okay. I can see some family rumblings. Okay. I feel like the family rumblings is going to be the main show. Okay. I really do pick up that. I feel like the family rumblings, okay, your aunt ain't gonna get along with your sister, you know. I can see, you know, I can see like your grandma mad at your grandchild or some shit. You know, it just I can see the family dynamics. We dealing with Aquarius. It's gonna be surprising. Okay, hold on, hold on. I really do pick up a lot of just like people, people revealing some secrets. You know, people just, you know, some of y'all might find out like, you know, your sister ain't really, you're finding out like, you know, because your mama, you know, was a Rolling Stone, or your father was a Rolling Stone, or your parents might find out that they're true, you know, that your aunt is actually not your aunt. I'm telling y'all, this shit is about to, y'all gonna see some beans being spilled. Okay, there's gonna be a lot of beans being spilled. They're gonna be, you know, I feel like Scorpios is gonna be the ones who's gonna have to clean up in aisle 9. Okay, I feel like y'all gonna be the ones cleaning it up and trying to mediate. I can see mediation. I can see Scorpios playing the mediation role next year. Okay, I really do. I foresee like Scorpios playing a lot of mediation roles. Um, the only difference though is it's not going to be the same like Libras. I feel like y'all are going to still be able to focus on like what your direction is and your role here in society, in your profession and your line of work. I don't see a problem with that. I don't think that's going to get disrupted, but it's just that the y'all personal life, boy, y'all personal life's gonna be lit. We just gonna say that. I see if you felt that 2020 or the past couple years, your family life has been pretty calm. You know, everything's all good. You know, I haven't. 2021 is about to throw the monkey wrench. 2021 is gonna throw the monkey wrench. I see. I see some Scorpios, you know, either their partner, you know, if their relationship's been very rocky. I feel like if your relationship's been stable, I don't think there's gonna be issues with that. This is just like what I've been talking about. But if your relationship has been very rocky throughout 2020, and like I said, I feel like there's gonna be someone liberating themselves. Okay. Just saying, especially those who started a 2020 relationship yet again, all these 2020 relationships. Um, I see some liberation. um, it's gonna be a wild card year for Scorpios. I think that's the best way just for right now. I'm just gonna draw cards and see what it says. It's just gonna be that kind of year. I'm just like, I mean, it depends on your chart. It depends on a lot of things, but I feel like every Scorpio is going to have something to talk about by the end of the year that I just mentioned, the shit that I just mentioned. By the end of 2021, y'all gonna be like, boy, like I could see with like one of your like cousins or grandparents, they, you know, let's just say like one of your grandparents is a Christian and they done converted into a Jew, okay, or vice versa. You know, it's gonna be some shit. There's gonna be something, and you're just gonna be like, "What the?" Okay, you're just gonna be like, "What the?" I think yes. Is that a volcano? Oh, roller coaster. Okay, I thought it was a volcano. I was like, it's not a volcano. I was like, ooh. Yeah, it's gonna be a roller coaster. We gonna say that. Yes, you're right. Like the wind, it's gonna be a roller coaster. Okay, let's pull precision in the reverse. Precision in the reverse. The sun in the reverse. The sun in the reverse. The cheetah upright. Okay, the cheetah upright. Judgment in the reverse. Judgment in the reverse. Scorpios. Okay, so let's start with the cheetah. Scorpios, the cheetah upright. The cheetah upright. Things are gonna quick, okay, at surprising rates, okay. I feel like certain things are gonna like it's gonna happen out of nowhere. Okay, we're dealing with Aquarius energy. It's gonna be surprising. Okay, it's gonna catch some of y'all off guard. Like I said, you know you might hear all of a sudden one of your siblings is having a baby and you didn't expect it. Or you may hear something of the nature of, oh, your grandparents broke up after 60 years of being together. Seriously, something going down with the fam. Okay, something going down with the fam. Or some of you might not even, okay, some of you, might not talk to your family no more. Okay, cool. Who do you consider family now? Okay, that too. It might be your group of friends. Now you're starting to hear some rumblings in your friend group that you consider family. Okay, so it doesn't matter. Like it's going to happen in one like something. Okay, your personal life is going to become the Jerry Springer show. Okay, judgment is upon here. Okay, judgment in the reverse. It is going to be an eventful year. It's going to be on and popping. People going to be talking. People going to be I'm telling you, the split in the collective. That's what's causing it. We done told y'all. The split in the collective. It's gonna the age of Aquarius is gonna start revealing some shit, start exposing some shit. And Scorpios, either you got some shit, okay, so it might be you too. It might be something that all of a sudden the family getting mad at you because a secret them popped out or something. Okay, I feel like your soul, the sun. Okay, the sun. Be careful with your soul. What you're absorbing into, because shoot, I feel like some of y'all might have to, yes, you might have to mediate, but some of y'all are probably gonna have to like, so that you're not getting absorbed in the shit. Okay, because it's emotional. It really is. Anything that deals with family, home, that it could be emotionally exhausting. Okay, because like I said, things are gonna happen quick, 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 quick. On the cheetah, it's gonna happen like boom, 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 out of nowhere. All of a sudden, everything's calmed down. I'm getting back to work. I'm getting back into focus, and then something else happens. It's just like what the. It's gonna be that kind of year. I don't think like I said. I don't think y'all gonna be in the crossfires necessarily. It depends on, like I said, unless it involves you and something secret comes out and pissed everybody off or something, or it may revolve around something that's outside of you, but they're shooting at each other. You're like watching the war, and it's like people you care about, and you're just like, what the, you're just like trying to mediate, but don't get too absorbed in it. Absorbed into the drama. Okay, in 2021, it's going to be very important for Scorpios not to get absorbed into the drama. Because the moment you get absorbed into it, yes, there's levels of, mediating or whatever and working through the problems, but don't get so absorbed where it your purpose, because you're being distracted, or it's kind of like, you're trying to shoot an arrow at the target, but then like someone's like fighting over here, and you kind of like you take your eyes off and you look at it, And then, but the moment you put your bow and arrow down, it's like you're getting distracted from that. There's going to be a lot of things I think Scorpios are just going to have to be wary of. Like next year, there's going to be a lot of things that are going to try to distract you from what you're trying to do. And it may cause delays. Okay, it may cause delays in, your path. It may cause, with your relationship to, mediate it and work through it. Because if you don't, like I said, you're going to get distracted and it's going to delay everything. Health-wise is done retrograding and be better. That's why I say I feel like next year, if you're not getting yourself so absorbed in drama and so absorbed in the outside world shit and stuff like that, I feel like Scorpios can make a lot of progress, because when you get that bow and arrow back up, the precision in the reverse, then you'll be more precise, and then you'll be able to move quick with yourself, the cheetah, upright, the cheetah. I really feel like things will pick up then. But like I said, it's going to be like the one that you're correct. It's going to be a roller coaster. Okay. It's going to be Vivian Green emotional roller coaster. Okay. Just giving y'all a heads up. It might be, to that level. I feel like that will be y'all theme song of next year. Not necessarily involved relationship, but just like family issues and, all that stuff. Or if you have a rocky relationship, then it's definitely Vivian Green emotional roller coaster. Okay. I feel like financial prospects going to be pretty stable for the most, but it might end up, actually you might end up making, way more money than you did later in the year. It'll be more towards the later part of the year. But to be honest, like I said, I don't think it's one of the things I can pretty much nail for y'all. It's going to be eventful. You're going to see battles. Okay. I'm not saying that it's not y'all year to be part of the battle, because sometimes y'all ain't afraid to pull up your revolver too. Okay. Y'all ain't afraid to, pull up that sword and start, slicing and dicing. I don't mean that literally. You just get what I mean, like with your words and shit. You just start slicing and dicing, absorbed into that, because that's what's going to distract your path. Okay. I feel like Scorpios, when they get focused, they can get focused. But the problem is now it's y'all turn to face whatever energy this Aquarius energy is going to bring at y'all. And like I said, some of y'all who got secrets, oh, they coming out. You thought you can hide them all 2020? You thought you were successful? Oh, no. 2021, the skeletons are going to fall out. Oh, yes, they're going to fall out. Especially if you're doing some dirty deeds. Oh, they coming out. That whole skeleton just going to fall right out the closet. I warned y'all. I warned y'all, Scorpios. I said, if you've been hiding. And I know quite a few, main people. Okay, like well-known people. Not gonna mention no names. That's what I said. They fucking, like, now my shit all met. Okay, we just gonna leave it at that. We just gonna leave it at that. They so you know what? I think that just lets me know. Okay, cool. All right, so that's what we're gonna leave it at for Scorpios. Okay, we're gonna leave it at that so I can save my lives. Okay. And yes, shadow work. Yes, Tina. Yep, shadow work. Gonna be very important. I'm surprised the shadow card didn't come up, but okay. But I hope my messages resonate with y'all. Okay. Like I said, 2021 is going to be a year of wild cards. Okay. I'm going to do a collective reading I'm gonna say around like December 30th. Okay, I'm gonna do a collective reading. I am gonna do another reading for the Cancer full moon around Christmas. We'll see, because that full moon might get skipped out. I might just do like it's like me just laying in bed or something. I don't know, or walking around or something. I'll just chat. But otherwise than that, I hope my message resonates with you. I don't want my computer to die, so I love y'all. I hope my messages resonate with you. I hope these, next couple of weeks are really good for you. Especially with the rest of Sag season. And yeah, I mean, I'm still gonna be doing my work. I'm gonna post my daily horoscope, my weekend horoscope. See, my computer already. My computer's like, I'm about to tap out. I'm gonna do the weekend horoscope tonight, or not tonight, right after this, so that you have the information about the Jupiter and Saturn alignment going to take place. So I love y'all, and I'll see y'all later. And bye, YouTube.